Well, hello and welcome back to the Shallow Proclamation. My name's Paul.
And I'm Thomas.
And we've literally moments ago finished the Myth Makers, which has made us a little bit miffed, as we've decided it is the Myth Maker. But I've got a little clip for you that someone put me onto a month or so back. And this is actually the trailer for the Season 2 Blu-ray that's coming out. So we've watched Season 2. Obviously, we're in Season 3 now. But this is the trailer for it. Without further ado, I'll hand over to you, Thomas, to bring us the video. You've not seen this.
So this is for the Blu-ray.
This is the Blu-ray that's coming out, I think, in December. I think it's out in time for Christmas.
Wow, so this is quite new stuff we're reacting.
Well, the trailer's been out for a while, but the Blu-ray isn't out yet, I don't think. Or it's out soon.
Oh.
Once upon a time, I was lost. Stranded on a distant, dangerous world.
Oh wow, it's Vicky's house.
An orphan.
Yep.
With no hope of rescue. And then, in the most unlikely of places, inside a battered old police box,
Oh,
I
it's
found a home and a family.
It's her voice, isn't it?
Dashing and smart and heroic. Barbara, brave and determined. Stephen, intrepid and curious. And then there was the doctor. The wisest man I ever met, whose eyes sparkled like the night sky, whose temper burned like the sun. Our travels took us across the universe to fantastic worlds.
Doctor, look!
And miraculous civilizations.
And not so fantastic worlds.
We can travel anywhere and everywhere.
This is actually pretty epic, isn't it?
I mean, the Blu-ray looks beautiful as well, the restoration
And
on
the
it.
far future,
After that.
joining those who fought for freedom. Battling those who
When was
spread
that?
terror.
Dalek Invasion of Earth?
Yeah, it's clearly some updated effects there. Some of the DVDs have the option for updated
Made me
effects.
who I am.
Right.
And eventually brought me here. To
No
my
way!
new family. In the end, our lives become stories. And in the telling of those stories in verse,
Nice.
song,
That's brilliant.
sculpture, we keep them alive. And good stories should live forever.
Tell me another one.
Your mother used to get tired of my stories when she was your age.
I don't.
No, you don't. Come on. Which one would you like?
The Daleks.
Again?
Tell me about Dracula and the Daleks.
All right then.
Do the voice. Do the voice.
Exterminate! Exterminate!
Yes.
Who? The collection.
There you go. I think the rest of it's
Season
just
2.
the stuff about the Blu-ray itself.
I'll watch that at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That gave us the ending to the Myth Makers.
Exactly. It's the ending the Myth Makers needed. It's the, her voice over there saying about, and I found a family and I found, there was Ian and he was like this and he was brave or Barbara was brave and all these things and Stephen and then the doctor and then of course her in the in Greek sort of times there at the end there, having lived her life with her granddaughter. You're like, fuck, that's what you need. That's the ending she deserved, And actually, and it's quite something. Because I mean, I felt a little bit emotional watching it. Like it not only is it a fitting little end to her story, But I can't think of any other program in history that would have literally the same actor sort of 55 years, or was probably 57 odd years on, reprising their role. That it gives it a sort of, there's a sort of poignancy to it, the fact that this was for her. She did what, a year maybe on that job, and yet it's something that sort of, and she's done lots of other work since then, but sort of here we are, best part of 60 years down the line, and they're saying, we want you to come back and do this, and you see her as an old, Vicki, we've just watched a whole season, give or take, of her as sort of a young lady, and yet here she is, the actor herself, Maureen O'Brien, as an old lady.
And you absolutely recognise her, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
It's completely her. Yeah.
And so, I thought it was, someone just pointed me to it, and I realised, oh, well, we couldn't watch that, even though it's a season 2 Blu-ray, we couldn't watch it until Vicki had left. So I thought I'll bank that and save it. But people have said as well that a lot of the other Blu-rays that have already been released have got little trailers for their seasons as well, with little things like that where they've filmed things. So I'm going to keep an eye on those and try and drop those in. But that's the ending you want for Vicki, and it felt epic, didn't it? Nice bit of, just shows what you can do when you take some of the stories there, put up a nice bit of music, bit of lovely voiceover.
Yeah.
Tied it all together nicely.
So people had to wait, over 5 decades for Vicki to have the send-off that she deserved.
She deserved, and she absolutely did deserve it, I think. So yeah. So I'm really having come out of the myth makers decidedly miffed by the ending. That is that is the ending she should have had, I feel.
Yeah, that was great. That was quite
But that's the nice thing, that even if the series can't accommodate the return of characters, that these Blu-ray sets have allowed, scenes like that where they can do things still in character, as well as, I think that I mean, the one, I think I said in a previous episode, I haven't bought any of the Blu-ray season box sets because I felt I've already owned these things on video. I've owned them on DVD. I don't really want to buy them again, but I think there is a lot of really good extra material on these Blu-rays, where the excellent kind of commentaries, where they've got as many of the surviving cast and crew and bits together to watch stuff and comment on it. Lots of interviews, like we saw a few clips there, which is where some of the real gold lies. I think as Doctor Who fans as well, it's the stories are of course epic. The series is great, but some of it as well is watching these people talk about, the experience of it and the memories of it, which obviously is confined to the Blu-rays, although, things will creep out, I'm sure, over time. But yeah, I thought that was a nice way to drop, just to drop that in there to give Vicki the ending she deserves. So
yeah, thanks for sharing that. That's awesome. Yeah.
So.
Oh, brilliant. Well, I guess next time we'll be back into the story that follows.
Yeah, we'll be heading into the Dalek Master Plan 12-parter. Only 3 episodes exist, but at least they're vaguely spaced out, so we can recon episode, recon,
Yeah.
So it won't be. I don't think it's going to be quite the hill to climb that it might look like from the outset.
We'll have some respite.
Yeah, absolutely. So
brilliant. Oh, well, thanks for watching, everyone, and we will see you soon.
Take care. Bye-bye.